March the 22nd. Sorry. I'm always doing that. I'm always apologizing for not remembering the date. Today is Tuesday, March 22nd. There you go. Today is going to be, I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. I have a short amount of time, and it's going to have to be, you know, some editing done before I can post the video up, and I've got to go and run and do some things a little while. So, I've got to try to get this all together and edited and up on YouTube. So, I didn't work on a whole lot of different things this week. Really? Can you not just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Look, either go somewhere. Go that way. Yes, that way. I don't even care. Here. Anyway. Okay. I just worked on a couple of things this week. I didn't really work on much. I only worked on like two projects. Because I didn't really have time over the weekend, and had a little bit of progress, and then negative progress on the I Heart cross stitching. So let me just do that. First thing I worked on was the cat lessons for people. And sorry, I just got done eating. Still got spice. Where to go? There we go. And this is what it looks like. Clear. That's what it looks like. And I will show you a picture of what it looked like last time you saw it. And here is where it's at today. I just got this little bit done up here. Not much. I had done the paw one day, and then I did the C, and then I had started on the orange block around it, and then I kind of finished it up in the car on the way to visit my family in North Carolina on Sunday. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to work on any yesterday, so that's all the progress that got done. So, not much, but hey, progress is progress, right? So, and the next thing, only other thing I worked on was the I Heart cross stitching, which I had started for the WIP stitching style that was back in February, and I still haven't finished it. Go figure. This is what it looks like. This is what the pattern looks like. And I have moved down to this side. And I will insert a picture of where it was at last week. And here is where it is at today. Sorry, there's like some curled up threads that I kind of messed up, and as you can probably see from the blue that's like all the way out here, I had to unpick this whole line right here because I put too many stitches in the O that was right here. It was only supposed to be like 2 stitches across, and I put 3. So I get to go back and do that. Yay! What's that? That's all that's where I'm at now. I'm really, 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 really trying to get this done by the end of March, so that I can make room for other stuff, because I need to start other stuff. But yeah, that's all I worked on this week. Not much. After last week's video, I maybe worked on some stuff on Wednesday, which I think is what I worked on the cat lessons for people, the little bit that I worked on. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything on Pokemon. No, I didn't do anything on Pokemon, I don't think. If I did, I'll just have to show you the progress next week. When I get more progress. But that was really the only thing. I tried to work on a Fast and Furious, but didn't really get much done. Because working in the car, the holes were too small. The weave was a little bit too small to see. You know, constantly my head's constantly like moving back and forth. So yeah, that's all I got done on that. Yeah, you can see where the progress from last week was, and then where I tried to do. But yeah, sad little progress, but maybe there'll be something better next week, hopefully. Then I did go, like I said, I did go to North Carolina and to visit some family, and since my LNS down here is not worth anything, because you literally can't step foot in it, I did go to an LNS in the area, and I went to, for anybody else out here that may be in that general area, I went to a little store. It's in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and it's called Stitch and Frame. So, if you get a chance, go by there. It's a cross-stitch only store, but they do the custom framing as well. It's not a very big store. It's only like maybe about 600 or 700 square feet, something like that, of store space. So, they have patterns, and they have a little bit of the hand-dyed threads, but not much. Some Mill Hill kits, and they do have like the little the jewelry boxes that you put this stuff in, like you make a pattern, and it has like the little window on top that you put it in. They have a few items like that, and the walls are covered with completed projects, and they're gorgeous. It almost convinced me to get a few things. I almost came away with some patterns, but I got too many patterns, so I decided I needed to concentrate more on making sure I had the fabrics for some of the things that I'm going to be starting in May. So I will show you that, because that's all I got was fabrics. But first of all, I just noticed these, sorry. I see a lot of people, they talk about the erasable highlighters, the friction highlighters and pens and stuff. And we had stopped off at a convenience store. I don't even know where it's at. I think it was somewhere in lower South Carolina. And I found these. It said erasable highlighters. And it's not, I did open it. So you can see I've already opened it and looked at it. And they're not friction. They literally have, it's like you have the regular highlighter there. And then you have like that, which is just kind of like, it goes back and undoes the highlighter. I tried it on some pen written stuff in a notebook, and it kind of smudged the ink a little bit, so I don't know. I may try this on something. I don't know. Just thought I'd let y'all know that I found these and picked them up. They're okay. May give them a proper testing on the patterns later on the pattern, like a printed pattern. But for now, they go in my bag. Now onto the fabrics. I got a few. Fabrics are expensive. They're very expensive. Probably the biggest one I got is going to be for the ice cream ladies. by Soda Stitch. I got this one, and it's a bigger piece. I just don't, easier to keep it folded up. But this is, as you can see, it's sparkly. It's got sparkles in it. And this is Crystal Ariel. It's a Cashel 28 count by Picture This Plus. Like I said, this is, I guess the colorway is called Ariel. And it's a crystal, like an opal fabric. And you can't really see the sparkle in that too much, but yeah. Maybe a little bit, like, I don't know. Anyway, it's really pretty, like a sky blue. These things always suck. They really do. I don't know how else to do this. But yeah, pretty sky blue. And so this is going to be for the ice cream ladies. I guess I'm going to start working on linen, whether I like it or not. Because a lot of what I found that I liked in the hand-dyed was linen. The next thing I got was, I'm thinking, no, I got a few Adas and a few linens. So, and the next thing is going to be this one. This is, it's a very dark gray. You can't tell it, but it is. Yeah, it's closer. Yeah. And this is called Shadow, and it's also by Picture This Plus. And this is, like I said, this is the 16 count Ada. And this is going to be for the clerks, which I'm hoping is not going to be too dark for this. I may need to do some testing on some of the colors that are in it. Yeah. I may need to do a floss toss on this one, just to make sure. If I can't use it on that one, I'll use it on something else. If I can't use it on that, I think I already have something in mind that I can use it for, but we'll see. And just a basic black Ada. This is I think this is a 16 count. I don't remember. Yeah. I think this is also a 16 count. Yeah. It's either a 16 or 18 count, just generic black Ada. I found a very simple Phantom of the Opera, like a mask and the rose pattern that I'm going to be doing as well. Nothing real special on that. Nothing real special on that one. And then we have another Cashel, 28 count Cashel. And this is called Brash, and it's also by Picture This Plus. Very caramelly, I can't really see, kind of a very caramelly type of color. Very mottled. This is going to be for Bluebell Fairy, which I found. And y'all will see it later. Yeah, y'all see it later. This is going to be for something. Yeah, I have a plan. And then we have another 16 count Ada. And this is also a hand-dyed, and it's also completely unraveling. And this is also by Picture This Plus. This is called Cauldron. Isn't that pretty? That's so unique. I like this. This is going to be for, it's a pattern that I found on Etsy. I've yet to purchase it, but it's not very expensive. I had shared it on Facebook a while back, and it's part of a set of 4 of the 4 elements. And I'm going to be starting with I just went blank. either earth or water. I think it's earth I'm going to be starting with. Yeah, it's earth that I'm going to be starting with, and it's a lot of greens and oranges. And I thought this would be very pretty for that. So that one's that. It's kind of like sage blue, maybe periwinkle blue, with some oranges in it, oranges tans. Very pretty. And then, last but not least, this one's my favorite. I love this one. I wish I could have afforded to get the whole piece, but I didn't need the whole piece, so I had them cut it down, which they can do that on their larger pieces. This isn't this gorgeous? It's dark purples and teal blues. It's very hard to see this. But yeah, this is gorgeous. Maybe I can fold it up. This is, it took me, I just realized it's called Phantom. That's the name of the color. And I think this is a 28, I know this is another 28 count. But I'm trying to remember. It's probably another linen. But yeah, I think this is another casual linen. God, I love this. I really love this. I just wish it was showing up better. Yeah, maybe something like that. But it's gorgeous, deep purples and blues and light blues. It's gorgeous. And this is going to be for the woven cross I'm doing on, that was in the last issue, the latest issue of Just Cross Stitch. I think this is going to look gorgeous on it because the cross is like whites and light grays. This is gorgeous. I love this. I may have to check online at a later time and see if they have this. This is gorgeous. I love this. I really love this. I think this is my favorite out of all the ones that I got. This is my favorite. Oh, because it's so gorgeous. That's all I got from them. Like I said, I spent all the money that I had to spend on fabrics. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of fabric. And I'll tell you, it cost me about $100. Yeah, it did. Some of the casual linens, when having them cut down to, I don't even remember what she said this size was. They were originally the 18 by 27 size, and so when she cut them down, it makes them like 18 and 13 something, 13 by 18 roughly. So the casual linens cut down to about the 13 by 18 size, come to about $16. The Adas were about 11 or 12 for the size. This black one was simple. It was $6.75. The other hand dyes were $16. Adas were $11.50, $12, something like that. So yeah. So just to let you know. And then this lovely piece, this gorgeous piece of light blue, Cashel was $34. And most of their pieces were about this size, the 18 by 27, and they went for about $30 bucks, around $30 something. So what are you gonna do? I need a fabric. And the last thing I wanted to mention before I sign off, I'd gotten some things from my dad's house, and they were he's going through, and they're trying to clean out what all is in their garage, and then stuff in some extra rooms, because they're trying to redo their house. They're trying to remodel it. so that they can sell it hopefully by next year, because it's just gotten too big. It's just the two of them now, my dad and my stepmom. So they're just trying to clear out all this junk. And they were going through, and there was a box in it that had belonged to my stepmom's mom. I think. Was it her mom? I think so. Either her mom or her sister. I don't remember. Sorry. And in this box, apparently she used to embroider. She, at one time or another, made quilts, maybe. I got into quilt making toward the end of her life. And there was a box. And in this box were 2 bags. And I'll show you. There was these. There were these 2. There were this one. Does it tell the size? This one doesn't tell the size. This one, maybe about 11 inch. And then there's the bigger one. There we go, better. Yeah. So we have, so for free, I got an 11 inch Q-snap and a 17 inch Q-snap. Fun will be had. We can definitely use these. So, and they say, it has the instructions on the back. And they say, you know, Magic is the brand. So Right is the brand. And So Right Magic Quilting and Needlework Frame. So, yeah. 11 inch and 17 inch Q-snaps. Free of charge. Those are always the best hauls, aren't they? Free. That you get from other people. That they hand down to you. So yeah, I thought this was awesome. He pulled them out of the box and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take them. I was actually, the day before, me and my mom were out and just kind of muddling around town. And we went into Michael's. And I really, really have been going back and forth on whether or not to get an 11 inch Q-snap. But now I don't have to anymore. Because I have one. Yep. I may even try to combine sizes. But yeah, that's going to pretty much be it for me today, because I don't have much to talk about. Didn't work on much. Got a few things on my trip to North Carolina. Hopefully it won't be another year before I get to go down there again. And maybe next time I go back, I can maybe invest a little bit more. If I can manage to go back next month again, hopefully maybe I'll come away with a little bit better haul. So, but yeah, and the Stitch and Frame shop, they had quite a few patterns that I've seen around on Flosstube that I wanted to do. They had the Home of the Needleworker, We Are Diane Williams. They had the Home of the Needleworker displayed, a completed example. And then they actually had the kit put together for the large needleworker one. I know Carolyn Mazzio's done it, somebody else has done it, I can't remember who. But it was a large one that had just says needleworker on it. They actually had that as a kit. So I really, I was this close to getting it. And I was like, nah, I don't need any more patterns right now. I'm up to here with patterns. I just need to concentrate on what I need to get for May. So that's why I only came away with fabrics. Yeah. It's really not much fun when you're having to be on your best behavior in a needlework store. So yeah, that's it for me today. hopefully maybe next week there'll be some more progress on some of the other stuff. And I will wish you guys have a blessed week. Have a great stitchy week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.